Today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with a YouTuber turned influencer and now the hottest presenter out there right now. She started out by sharing her love of beauty, fashion, and lifestyle online, dived into the world of podcasting with her besties, has made us laugh out loud as a regular on Channel 4.0, pranking all of your favorite creators, and now she is showing us how to be a boss babe and supermom by announcing her brand new documentary on Channel 4. I'm so excited to welcome Mariam Musa.
Woo! What an intro. I was like, where is this woman? Because that's not how I feel right now. That's amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and welcome to the mainstream, Mariam.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Oh, so am I. Like, I have loved watching your journey over the years, and also thank you for the merchandise.
I know.
I feel like we first connected when you did a collab with who was it?
Was it I talking about fashion?
Yes, fashion.
Yeah,
I received the most gorgeous dress from one of your collections.
Yeah.
And since then, I'll be like, you're now my style guru. If you're gonna dress me, now we friends.
Now we friends. I love that. That's so funny.
No, but honestly, it's been so good to see your career, see you
Thank
shine.
you.
So let's go back.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
To the beginning. Because you actually posted this recently that you first started doing interviews in Hyde Park when you were 17.
Yeah.
You was the original, like, outside.
Yeah. And it was so funny because even the questions I was asking were so, like, back then, like, as in, like, what does it mean if a guy doesn't like you? Like, those kind of social questions about dating. Because obviously when you're 17 and all that. But no, honestly, I just think, how did I just start like that? And then obviously just transition. But I think it's just like your journey in life is just always like a full circle moment. So yeah, that's how it started. It was crazy. It was reckless, but it was fun. It was fun.
We love a reckless start. But no, honestly, like, did you always want to be a presenter, content creator? Was that the plan?
For me, I've always wanted to be someone that would naturally just connect with people. I love talking to people. I love having conversations, and I love being in front of the camera. Like YouTube, when I started like watching YouTube, when it was like the peak of beauty, I was just like, wow, this is just amazing. Like, imagine just being able to stay at home and talk your talk, people like connect with you, and then at the same time, like, just being able to go out of your way to meet new people and get in touch with new people. So yeah, I feel like I've always wanted to be in a space where I could talk.
I mean, you good at it, girl.
But yeah, definitely always, I think, presenting, like, because even when you come on YouTube, you're presenting yourself.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? You're presenting a product, you're presenting your life. So naturally, I've always put myself in that position. So yeah.
Yeah, you've done the thing, girl.
Thanks,
You've done
girl.
the thing. And like, of course, fast forward a few years, like, you've become an official YouTuber. Like, you've posted your beauty and fashion tutorials and reviews. Like I said, I'll be going to you for all the tips, how to lay the edges. Did you actually think back then that it could be a job?
Do you know what? Like, yes and no, because like I said, when I started going on YouTube and like asking people in Hyde Park like questions, I always saw myself in that kind of like stage. But then when I started watching people doing beauty on YouTube, like the peak of, like, you know, Jackie Ironers, all of them lot, I was thinking, no, this is crazy. Like, people can actually do it, and I'm seeing people that look like me do it as well. Definitely. So it just made it even more like, just, I can do this. Like, I didn't think it was out of reach. I'm such an optimistic person, and I'm just so positive. And I feel like when you put your mind to something, just do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think I've always felt like, I can do this. This could be a full-time job. Yeah.
I love that attitude. That is the best way to live. Yes,
Thank
girl.
you.
Yes. And of course, you created an amazing name for yourself online, but you got your big break as a contestant on ITV's Survival of the Fittest in 2018. Now, girl, why did you go on this show?
Okay, so let me tell you why I'm on the show. Do you know what? It was an experience. I think I'm such a like why not person. They reached out to me. They showed me this amazing show, South Africa. Like, it once in a lifetime. When am I actually? I think I was like 22 or 21 at the time. Okay. So it's like, when am I going to go to South Africa? When am I going to afford to go to South Africa?
True.
Do you know what I mean? So at that time I was working in retail. So this was an opportunity, and it's so funny because they actually reached out for me to go on Love Island.
What?
Yes.
Wait, they reached out to you?
Yeah.
So this wasn't even an application thing.
No,
this is like, we want you.
Yeah, it was nice. And obviously, I've been an OG Love Island fan, so I watched season 1, and I think it was for season 2 they asked me to go on. So this was early. So I absolutely loved it, but it was, you know, when you just think, I don't know if this is for me. Do you know what I mean? And then the opportunity of South Africa came for Survival of the Fittest, and it was, I just loved the whole concept, boys versus girls, you know, make new friends, you know. It wasn't so pressured on love as well. So obviously that pressure, maybe, oh my gosh, will someone like me on a show like that? Didn't come to my mind. So experience, why not? And yeah, it honestly, it was an amazing experience. I would always say, if anything like that does get handed to someone, go for it. You just never know. Once in a lifetime. Yeah.
I really like the fact that you didn't go with the love aspect.
Yeah.
Because you were like, let's just have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, let's meet people.
Yeah, and
That's
let's further my career, because it's a nice platform, you know. It's like you get to be able to show yourself to a new audience, and TV is like, you just never know as well. So yeah.
Definitely. So, like you said, you worked in retail.
Yeah.
How did this change your life?
So it's so funny because I've always been someone that, well, as soon as I left school at 16, went straight to Costa Coffee, handed in my CV. I'm such a, like, what my parents really like installed in me is like work. Like, I'm such a go for it person, and in every job role I'm in, I always try to progress, like, you know, your position.
Absolutely.
So working in H&M was just like another, like, went to uni, I needed a retail job, I needed a job, do you know what I mean? Like, you, even the fact going to uni, in my mind, I still had to get a job, like, I still had to work. So it was nice because during that period I was into fashion, I was into like makeup, so it was so natural. And then obviously, like, going on Survival, I was even doing like I was trying to be an influencer before going on Survival. I remember I was on like 60, 70k. I would wake up in the morning, do makeup for YouTube, go to work, come back, do outfit pictures. Like, it's an ongoing like 24-hour job. And so when I went on Survival, it was nice for a break as well. And then it allowed me to be like, do you know what? Like, as long as I can make what I make in my H&M job, I can do this full time. And then now to, like, obviously how things have changed now is so crazy. But yeah, I think after that show gave me the confidence to be like, do you know what? Like, I should take this role and just, you know, go full time with this, because I feel like I can do it. So yeah, that's how I guess we got to there, and then the growth came with the fashion videos, and yeah, it's been amazing. I
was gonna say, like, did this attract more kind of like collab opportunities and like brand partnerships? Like, would you say going on the show helped that, or was you probably already on the road to that?
Do you know what's so funny, right? I can say it's a really funny story, because when I went on the show, I think it was like, you know, when you think of TV and then you get compared to Love Island, so you're thinking, I'm making it big now, like, I've gone clear now, I'm going out, like, because at that time I think everyone was getting about like 500 or 600 followers. They weren't really hitting the mills when it was that period.
1,000.
1,000.
Sorry, you made it.
Sorry, no, but that's still a lot.
500 people have signed up.
No, like 5,000, you'd get about 500,000 followers. So that was like, oh my god, big time. So after the show, I think I was about 70 or 80k, just built off organically. H&M selfies, and I came from a show, and I think I reached 100k. Okay. So obviously you're comparing it to like, oh my gosh, like Love Island, they're getting 500. Yeah. So initially when I actually came off, it wasn't that big of an impact. When I say, like, you come back and then you got all these brand deals, it wasn't like that for me when I went on that experience. But it actually allowed me to tap into my creativity and tap into like what I'm good at. So from then I got more motivated, because I think there's this time frame of when you go on reality TV and stuff where you got to keep your relevancy, because that's just true facts. You know what I mean? Yeah. You've got this much period of this hype, until the next set of Islanders come, the next show come. What are you gonna do? And I feel like I really implemented fashion, and at the time, I was in a relationship, so you have to really make your impact and input, especially when the noise is around your name or people have just watched you in such a new audience. So it didn't exactly change my life, but it changed the pivot of my life. I think that's the best way to say it.
That makes a lot of sense, because I feel like you understood the industry a little bit more.
It's a hard industry. It's a hard industry.
Telling, girl.
And especially when you're a woman of color, like, you know, you just gotta go harder. So I think that period coming back, I just had this, like, okay, I've got this opportunity, make the most of it. I got utilized and capitalized it, because you never know how long it will last. I'm just grateful that I've been able to do it for so long, and to get to this stage is really nice.
Honestly, it's so true. And I think what a lot of people don't realize is that being known and getting a bit more kind of like eyes on you, it comes with a lot more kind of responsibility in how you put yourself out there, your social media presence. So, like, what's one thing you wish you knew about the industry and maybe even like the influencer world as well that could have prepared you for how it changed your life?
Oh, a really good question. I would say that I feel like what I learned is not to take everything so personal. I think before, when sometimes rejection and no's and like setbacks sometimes can feel so personal to you.
Yeah.
Like you think, oh my God, it's me. Something's wrong with me. I'm not good enough. Or maybe they just don't want to work with me. I've learned that those like moments, take it as like, your destiny always finds you. And you have to explain it like, I think like, don't take it so seriously. Like, let it be, let things kind of flow, because I think we get so like in our own minds, in our own thoughts, and we're thinking all these negative things and we're thinking it's so personal, when really it's just not that door's not just for you right now.
Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's, if I could tell myself that, I'd be like, just chill, like don't take it personal, enjoy the journey, because it's a journey. It's really, the more you like embrace and love the journey, you'll just get to your destination even better and enjoy it even more as well. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Come on, life experience. There's nothing beats like getting these kind of gems from someone who's lived it.
Oh, thank you.
And overcome it.
Oh,
and
thanks.
thriving, yes.
Oh, I love that.
Well, continuing to thrive, you have absolutely dominated the podcasting world.
Thank you.
Come on now.
It was nice to hear. We're trying.
So I first heard, we all first heard you on Pressed.
Yes.
This was a BBC Sounds podcast with your girls, Adeola and Nella Rose. And this was such a beautiful journey together. How did this come about? Like, where did this podcast idea come from?
Do you know what? I feel it came from the fact that, you know, when you have girls and you guys are on the phone, you're gisting, you're talking, you're debating about conversations, and you know, you think, do you know what, like, this would be really funny if like our audience actually heard us have these chats, because I feel like when you're in a position, when you're like an audience or like you're a supporter, and you have like girls that you love, you love their content, they've got personality, they give gems, and then I think to see them actually be friends and then see them have their conversation, and you see like the different dynamics, because I think what it was that worked so well is that we were all so different, that there was a person for everyone to relate to, and I think that's why it worked so much. And it just was like, why not? Like, I feel like podcast was opening up to, you know, when something new starts to come out, you're thinking, we should jump in on this. We want there. Like, so it was kind of like that. And obviously going to work with your friends is amazing. So it was really good to be supported and backed by BBC. It was amazing. And even that period, Vamp really helped a lot with that. So it was just so nice. Like, it was a good era. It was a nice era, So that's how it came about. Like, we loved our chats. Let the audience in a little bit of our tea.
The tea was hot. Listen, I love a bit of tea, you know. Like, oh, girl, would you? And you lot have so much tea from different worlds and perspectives, so it made it even more juicy and sweet. Yes,
love that.
But then it continues. Deep it.
Yes.
And can we also say this is a podcast that is heard all over the world. On BA flights.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's not forget about the BA flight. That's mad. Like, even I still can't believe that. I can't.
I'm a BA girl.
Yeah.
So when I'm on flight, I'm like, oh, there go the girls.
Yeah.
We love to see it. And again, this is where you and Adeola respond to some of the wildest stories out there. So what's been the wildest story so far?
I think the wildest story, nothing can ever top this story, of a girl, and the girl had a brother who ended up sleeping with her fiance. Like, it was the wildest story I had ever heard. And there was like a part 2. And even when, you know, when you hear a story and you're actually so taken aback, like, this can't be real. It was wild. A situation happened with the grandma as well. Like, it just, family members, it was a very juicy story. But we love that our listeners just can confide in us and trust in us to share us these amazing stories, because it's amazing entertainment. But, well.
So when you get a story like that,
we have to give advice. We have to put ourselves in their position. So it's a lot. So I was like,
what do I say to this person?
How would I handle this? But it's nice, and I feel like because me and Angela are so different. It's nice to get like our authentic opinions on it. Sometimes we agree. Sometimes we're so polar opposites, and I think that's what people really like about the podcast. It's just do you know what I mean? Being all your authentic self and just two girlies like debating on what they would do in a situation. So,
I love it.
yeah.
I love it. And of course, there are so many podcasts out there,
Yes.
but like, you know, proof is in the pudding, girl. Because even like Pressed surpassed 1 million downloads,
Yeah.
and Deep It is doing bits as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the kind of recipe for a successful podcast?
Honestly, number one, your authentic self, because people can clock fake straight away, especially when with things like socials and TikToks and, you know, like podcasting, you tell on yourself. You don't realize we overshare, we tell on ourselves. So it's better just to be your authentic, real self, because I feel like your audience can always know.
Yeah.
And I'll say also, if you're doing a solo, if you're doing a duo one or a group one, I feel like chemistry is really key.
So
People
true.
love to feel like they're part of the conversation. They can sit themselves in that, and you want to bounce off whoever is in the room, you know, and it makes people just feel so more connected to you and they know you. And then the last thing I'll say is perseverance and consistency.
Ooh,
I
come
feel
on.
like sometimes we see all these like overnight success stuff, and honestly, like as someone that's been doing it so long, sometimes you feel like, oh, I still feel like I haven't even reached that yet for how much work I've put in. But that's why you just got to trust the journey. And doing something like a podcast, especially if you do it with a friend, it's a serious commitment. So you'll be sharing the bad times and the low views and the it's not reaching. But then you have the peaks, and when those peaks are so good, it feels so good. And when you have someone that is a friend as well, you share it with, it's like they get it, and it's like, babe, we made it. She's like, babe, we done it. It's just nice. So yeah, those are my three key to success, I think, with podcasting.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. Add notes for my next episode.
So
But obviously, this is the gems. I'm loving this. And I think authenticity is a big one, and you have shown that time after time, because you are very open. You've shared your life experiences with us, whether it's breakups, having surgery, and even like regrets of all kinds of things. But your birthing story, you've been so open. And we're going to talk about you being a beautiful super mum as well. But as a creator, how do you decide what you're going to share?
Oh, I think you naturally know what you feel comfortable with. And I think with me, I don't know, maybe it's the podcasting or having friends in the industry, like naturally how I process things now is like, oh, whatever I put out there, I talk about, I'm comfortable for the world to judge.
That makes sense.
Give it back to me, have an opinion on.
Yeah.
So I think I've learned to really know, like, what do I actually care people know, or can, I guess, take away from me and take it the wrong, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can, you know, things that just, I don't care if that bothers me, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I've also learned to, because I know what can happen with that, is I'm so much more like, okay, now I know what not to share and what I genuinely would trigger me if someone has an opinion on it, or someone, do you know what I mean? And I think that's really important. Like, you have to really like protect your mental, because obviously with this job, I think you give so much, and you know, and it's amazing because the more, I feel like the more you give, the more you get back. But sometimes at the same time, you feel like you lose yourself and you're not in control of yourself and your security anymore. So that's why I think, whatever I'm happy for anyone to be negatively seen or is fine. But what I would actually hurt me, that I wouldn't want anyone to have any opinion on or talk about, I kind of learned to keep to myself, and it's worked really well with me for that. Yeah,
we appreciate that.
No, it's all right.
And I said it off camera, and I'll say it on camera. You are letting us all know it's possible to be an incredible creator, but also be an amazing mum.
Oh wow, thank you.
Like, honestly, I love seeing you share your moments with baby Ezra, and I just love that you've shown it's possible. So, but how possible is it?
That's so funny.
Because I'm assuming, like, adjusting your schedule, the work commitments, and like, obviously your baby's like, I'm a schedule now.
Yeah. Like, I'm a priority, babe. Like, me first. Literally.
So how has it been kind of like navigating that?
Do you know what? Like, I think that I've been very lucky, because I can't believe how important a village is. A village, I'll say, like, even a partner that really wants to help is so important. And I feel like I've been lucky with that. And, you know, like, I really love my job. Like, genuinely, I love it. It's stressful. Sometimes you have to really show up for yourself, because you might be the only one cheering for yourself. And it feels so like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? But it's like, I love it regardless. And it's a big part of who I am, because I'm just being myself. Do you know what I mean? You know when you read deep, like, guys, I'm just being myself, taking along, trying to further my career. Like, you just happen to like be along with it. So I feel like it was important for me to really keep that going, and because it makes me happy, and I'm taking those little special moments. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but skincare, girl, just do my skincare at night. I'm so happy. That's like it's me. Like soft girl life. Even though I'm like messy right now, cleaning up poo, but I'm gonna have my soft girl moment. You know.
Yes.
So yeah, I think you can. I think there was this fear as well when I told my manager I was pregnant. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know why there's a stigma. Like once you have kids, like that's your career done, or you can't have both. And I do believe that. Yes, there's days when I'm not working, so I don't have to produce content that day, or I'm not faffing around with the podcast. I'm probably the best mum because Ezra has all my attention. Amazing. I can do everything and not feel bad. But obviously, there's days where I have to, take time to shoot for like 4 hours or do a shoot, and it's like, I'm not with Ez. But it's like, I'm being the best version of myself in work mode. But I lack a little bit today because I can't be Bez the whole day. So you just can't bring yourself down. And I feel like when you have to be happy as a mother, because when you're happy and you're good mentally, you can actually mentally be like, okay, I need to balance this. I can commit all this, and having a village, a good partner as well, supportive partner. So yes,
that man put a ring on it. Yes,
he did.
Love that. Yes, sis. Oh, that's so beautiful to hear.
You.
And I think it's so important, like you said, you've made it work for you.
Yes.
Not anybody else, but for you. So that's really key in that. And I think the fact that you've got a schedule that you can still manage all of that around is really important. And obviously we all know consistency is key in this game and building a community. So even when, like, you've said you've had to take some time out and not maybe post as much as back in the day, but I think everyone's posting schedule changes as you get older. But why do you think your followers have stayed with you and your community's like always backed you all this time?
Do you know what? I don't know. Maybe you lot tell me. No, no, I think, do you know what? I think it's authenticity. And I think genuinely, like, a lot of people say, like, when I meet up with them, oh my God, I've been following you from Survival, and I've also following you from H&M, and I'm just like, like, why? But it's like, I genuinely think it's just because you're yourself. And I think people like humility. And I think a lot of the time, like in the industry where, life can change so quick for you and, you forget where you came from. And I feel like people really do. I don't think I've changed any different in the sense of how I was when I was working at H&M, how I am when it comes to my spending, how I am I feel like I'm still the same, but just a mum now, just, a bit more money now, just more responsibilities, like a better hairstyle, like, do you know what I mean? It's still, I think to the core, I'm still me, like I'm still ditzy, I'm still mad, do you know what I mean? And I think they know that and they really rock with that. So yeah, I think just being yourself throughout and not letting the industry change you,
Amazing. Do you think there's a particular app? I mean, obviously, you've seen it all, girl. Is there a particular app where you would say, like, your community rides with you the hardest, or for someone that wants to get into content creation, where would you say maybe find your people?
Okay, this is a really good question, because I feel like if you guys are trying to get into the content creating, you need to go to where the app that is creating the best content creators. Remember before YouTube, that's how YouTube was the app that originally started for everyone it wasn't YouTube, it was like MySpace or stuff like that. But if we're talking about
back, girl.
See, we've been in this game from day one. But yeah, like you need to go on the platform that is generating the most, like you're seeing the rewards, and TikTok is that. It was different for me because we started at the peak of YouTube and Instagram. So I don't know what it is. Like Instagram, my core supporters, I would say, and my core audience, I feel so connected on Instagram compared to obviously TikTok. It's so new. It's like a new community. But that core audience from your day dot was my Instagram. But I feel like if you're starting now, go where it's at, and that's TikTok. You never kind of want to be behind too late on trends, and it's harder for you. You want to gain when it's easy access to. So TikTok 100% is a good platform. You can build a community, and I feel like with TikTok, it's not too much pressure if it doesn't perform well. Just keep, when it's like just post it. It's such a like post it. You never know, and I actually like that about that app.
Yes, I post the most random things on TikTok,
and it's fine.
and sometimes it flies, and I'm like, you don't like this?
You don't like this? what the hell?
What the hell,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fair enough. No, that is really good advice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, let's talk about the transition
Yes.
to the mainstream.
Yes.
So we first started seeing you on Channel 4.0.
Yes.
And this is where we got to see you be on shows like Tapped Out,
Yeah.
Infiltrators, and Harry Panera's Worst in Class.
Yeah.
How did you end up stepping into this whole kind of comedy and prank world?
Do you know what? It was genuinely because of my friends. Like I before I started doing all stuff like that, I was just in beauty space. I was in my own la land. Everyone knows me. I'm just in my own world. I do me like whatever. But obviously, when you have friends that are also in different spaces, it was like, come on, like, do you want to come? They need friends. I'm like, yeah, and it was such a good experience. And I think it was nice for people to see a different side to me. I think they know that I'm a fun, giggly girl.
Yeah.
But I don't think from Tap Tap they didn't know that I have no shame. I have no fear. Like, I'll go for it. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
I'll give my all. And I think it was nice for them to see, right, she really gives her all, even in the comedy. Like, this girl, like, and yeah, and it was good. I enjoyed it. And then obviously, like, those spaces, I think they're quite male dominated.
So true.
And they, like, it was just like nice to be put in that space, especially with such big creators like Harry Panera, do you know what I mean? Darkest Man, like all them lot, like they've made such big waves, especially in culture in our community, especially that kind of entertainment.
Definitely.
So especially when you're from a world of like Barbie girl, Barbie doll, to now jump into that, it was nice. And I think it showed people that you don't have to be so boxed in what you're doing. You can actually like navigate in other spaces and show a different side to you and open up more opportunities. Like, don't limit yourself because people think because you do this you should just stay there. No, like, you're a butterfly, girl. Like, fly away.
Yes, fly, honey, fly.
away.
That is so well said, because this industry has a habit of boxing us in.
Yeah, 100%.
And again, you mentioned it earlier, like being a black woman.
Yeah.
Like there are things that we are only allowed to do,
or at least only like a few of us can do. Like, there's not enough room for all of us, and it's like, come on, there's so much opportunities, there's so much money you guys have, just share it with us all. That's what we're asking, sorry.
Yes, please. Yes, please. No, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you again have been like branching out in so many different ways. Gotta mention Pop the Balloon UK.
Yeah.
You are having a time.
Do you know what? That is the best thing I could have ever said, yeah, I'm going to do for. Do you know what I mean? It's so entertaining.
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing it. Like,
I can tell.
I feel so in my element. Like, when I was in the changing room, I was like looking at my script, I was thinking, oh, God, this is the life I've just been asking for. And do you know what? The team are so lovely. And I think with the UK, I feel like sometimes, you know the allegations the UK have. I feel like, come on, like, there's a new company that they've seen such an amazing show on America. Let's work with it. Let's like make it a big thing in the UK, and to be doing it, I love it. It's enjoyable, and I hope we can grow it to the level of the US one, because the UK, we're funny, man, especially when it comes to dating. I love dating. I love love. I love a girl. So it being in there is just fun. It's such an experience, and the UK. I mean, gotta love the UK, man.
I love that. I love that for you, and I love that you had the faith in them to do it, because like you said, it's a small company, right?
Yeah, and I feel like people sometimes forget, like, it's such a hard industry, and you just need someone with a little bit of recognition or someone with a bit of credibility to believe in the work. And I feel like it's so hard to get help now, especially from people that I've already established. And I saw their vision, and they were so nice. When I went there, they treated me like they, when someone makes you feel so important, sometimes you forget, sometimes you don't always feel it in the space, right? So the way they made me feel, I was just like, do you know what? Like, you guys actually really respect me. You guys actually really appreciate me for doing this, and you guys really want to make me feel comfortable. So yeah, I'll ride for it. I love them. People apply, like, generally, like, don't let the UK, like, do you know what I mean? How it can be a bit. Don't let that stop you from saying yes and maybe and giving things a chance, because you never know, man. And do you know what I mean? I feel like we can grow into something that's so big and fun and just so, like, bringing together. Do you know what I mean? Imagine a live show of that, guys. That'll be fun. Like, think of it. So let's all try, you know what I mean? We're all trying to make it out here, so let's all support.
Real talk.
Yeah.
I love that. But right, let's talk about the big one.
Oh, yeah.
The brand new documentary with Channel 4 Untold,
Yes.
The Secrets of TikTok Shop. Girl, you left me gad gooped and just hollering at my TV that people are living their best lives.
Yeah, it's insane.
So tell us a little bit about your brand new documentary.
So we went and investigated the alert of TikTok, because I'm someone that I spend so much on TikTok as a general like viewer,
Yeah.
and as a content creator, and then now as a shopper. The app has been able to like give you everything all in one.
Definitely.
And I was just so intrigued by the alert of it all. We dived into like how, you know, TikTok live, how it's changing. Like it's literally the comfort of like, imagine you're watching a QVC, like a live show auctioning, and it feels so personal because you build a community with the shop owners, the affiliates. We spoke to this girl, Jordan. She made like 40 grand in 1 month just from tagging and linking. I even said, am I in the right industry myself? Because from just posting these links, and it's just like, it's such, she was able to basically like now work for herself from home. It's life changing. But then we also was like looking at like all these sales, and we're like, we had to go through to really get the investigation side of the lawyers. Like, are these right? We're seeing these sale numbers not going up, going down. Like, it made me honestly look at TikTok so differently, but also like, you know, appreciate the app a bit as well. Like it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, honestly, I loved being an investigation girl bag. You know?
You were in your bag. Like, I just love, and like you were asking all the right questions, which I love, because you could tell you genuinely had an interest and care for it.
Yeah.
So what was the process like, you know, building towards making the doc, and you know, was it a quick turnaround actually?
Yeah, I feel like with documentaries, it was a quick turnaround because obviously you have to work around everyone else. So you have to get the dates all in close enough.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. We spoke to so many people. We spoke to lawyers, people like head of consumer, head of beauty. Like we had a lot of people that had a lot of backing to help us with the investigation.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, I was in Manchester one day. I was in it's not Leeds. It was just far. It was just far. It was fun, but it was in the UK, so it was fun, and I just really enjoyed it. And I got to get Adeola on it as well.
Yes,
and one thing we
saw.
were doing was going to bring my friend in, so we got to put her on and like get her part of the docu-series and get her take on TikTok Shop. But yeah, it was really good. And then obviously I hadn't done like the voiceover before. That was my first experience in like talking, and I was like, they were like, you're really good at this, and I was like, thank you. This is how I try to read to my son, like this, just enthusiastic, like all the emotions.
I was gonna say, because
I felt proud of myself.
I don't know if you know, I do voiceovers.
Yeah.
And I know how hard it is to do
tone,
it.
like I learnt
You
so much.
nailed it.
Thank you.
Like, I was like, no, this girl is a voiceover queen.
Thank
because
you.
I feel like from the jump, like that hook, you had us in. I was like, wait, what's Mariam
I
doing?
like that.
You had us, girl.
No, thank you.
And like your little over the shoulder, like, we're gonna see how they sell today.
It felt so natural, genuinely. Like it was nice. Like I'm such a, like I said, like I'm optimistic, but I think I'm like a I want to know, but why? Like I want to find out, and it allowed me to be in that. And people see me as someone, obviously I'm so jokey, I'm fun, but genuinely I love diving into like things that will spark my mind. So I feel like it just opened another side, and genuinely just makes me want to like go deeper. I'm an empath as well, so I love talking to people. Like I'm gonna get deep in this now. So yeah.
Well, does it sound? It sounds like we're gonna have some more docs on the horizon
God willing,
for you.
you know, it's a journey and it's a path.
Yes.
I'm gonna enjoy it. But I really enjoy doing this, and it's been nice to feel like, especially in a space like, okay, this is like mainstream, this is serious, this is like more on like the TV side now. This is everything. So it just feels so nice to have put my foot in there, because I've been trying, I feel like so long to try and get a little bit in there, and it's not easy. There was loads of no's, but when I finally got that yes, I was like, nah. And obviously it was nice to have it after ends, because I was just thinking, I'm not going to get anything now. Like, that's genuinely how it feels sometimes. So it was nice.
I totally hear that, because there's so many no's. That's the bit that people don't understand. Like, you know, I know people who have been sitting on ideas for like 5-6 years and they still haven't come to light. But they're still hopeful that the right commissioner will hear them and see it. So like, what was the process of, was this an idea from you? Was it a collaborative kind of, like you worked on it together with a production company? How did that happen?
So it was like it was a thing where you had to audition for it.
Oh,
so like
what?
as in like you pitch yourself like why they're finding the right host to host this thing, and you have to like they'll ask about you TikTok shop, and I was just like it just worked.
This is me. It's my life.
And it was so funny. My manager was like. Because obviously, like, I always feel like, sometimes you just keep going. So you're like, I'm not sure if this is going to happen. Like, I'm still going to give them my all. So naturally, I always give them my all to stuff. I'm always optimistic. But it was so funny. My manager called me. She was like, so I got some good news. And I was like, what? She goes, you got it. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So it was nice. And yeah, it was a nice thing. And then we got to like work on the tone of the documentary who we were interviewing. I got to really understand them, and it was just a good experience for me. Yeah.
Amazing. And I'm sure there's so many people that are like, Mariam, you need to tell us, how do we get in?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's loads of content creators that want to make that move from online to TV. So how let's be honest, how easy is it to make that transition?
Do you know what? Nothing you want in life that's for you is easy. I'll say that. Facts. Right? Anything that's good for you, you want for you is actually not easy. Yeah. But I say what helps this journey is I would say you be nice. Ooh, I will always say this, like you have to be nice in this industry, because the industry, like, everyone has mutuals, everyone talks, do you know what I mean? People remember, and I feel like people don't understand first impressions and impact, because that first impression it'll just keep lasting. Like, I met this guy, he was so lovely, you know, like he said hello to everyone. I love working with them, and it was so funny because I feel like when I've been working with Channel 4, like I always get feedback like, Mariam is so lovely to work with.
Oh,
and I'm like,
amazing.
and then you're hearing all this feedback, and I'm like, so when's my thing then? Like, I'm hearing all this, but where's my thing then? But it's like, it's all right. Just don't let that discourage you. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you hear someone's easy to work with. You hear, so when something does come, they'll actually think, do you know what? Yes, there's this girl, there's this guy. You guys should pitch to her. She's so good. She's so lovely. She's so easy to work with. Yeah. Be kind. Yep. I honestly believe that you have to just be kind. Absolutely. And I'll say also, like, don't be scared. Don't be scared of the things you're scared to do. Oh, okay. Like, I'd like to say it. Like, I would say, like, go for what you're scared of. Yeah. Because there's this feeling of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm scared to do that. Like, and I've done it. So, and most times when you go for what you're scared of, it kind of isn't that bad. Like, it can pay off. Don't let fear. And then I would also say, like, make friends. Networking is key. Like, even if it's like, not even tactically, is that even the right term? But use your brain, you know? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
No,
like,
but yeah, be tactical is absolutely
You need
right.
friends. You need people in the same industry you that support you, and also you guys can benefit of each other. Like, it's work, you know? Yeah. You rub your back. You rub my back, I rub your back. And I think it's really good to go into an industry, like, be willing to make friends, be willing to work with friends, work with people, because you just never know. Like, don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. Yeah. There's people that will come with you on this journey and help you. Also help them, you never know. Because one thing about life I've learned, tables always turn. And I feel like you have to give what you want back, because when those tables turn, the people you've gone out of your way to network with, and they naturally, they should be able to help you out in these situations. And yeah, like, guys, be nice to the commissioners. Like, when you're on these sets, like, be nice. Like, even the camera people, like, the same. One thing I learned when I was doing shooting and I started doing, like, the Channel 4.0 stuff, like, as much as the talent come in, like, at time and we do the hours, the crew still have to unrig everything. They have to go after us. So, like, little things, like, give them donuts, like, after a thing, like, be nice to these people, because they remember you. And when you have the confidence and you should be like, I want to produce my own production thing, I want to produce my own YouTube series, you can ask them people, like, how much would you guys charge me to help? And they'll do it discounted, like, because of the fact you've basically acknowledged who they are in their role, and they'll always acknowledge who you are in your role. So people, I think sometimes you forget that people working also, you need them, you need everyone. So, and
you never know where that person's going to end up, because they might be carrying your name into that next room as well. Exactly.
There was one time we were on a shoot and this guy was telling me, he finished directing Fast and Furious. What? Yeah, just like he was one of the cameramen. Like, that's what I mean. Wow. Like, don't ignore the people that you think are just work or help. They're not.
We might see you in Fast and Furious 15 or something.
You never know, this journey.
He said, I know a girl, don't
I
worry.
know a girl, she brought me a donut one day and, a cup of tea. Like, you never know.
It's true.
Yeah, just be kind. Like, honestly, talk to commissioners. Don't be afraid to step outside your box. Do your own independent projects as well. Like, show that you can do it. Do you know what I mean?
And also, you mentioned your managers have been a big part. Like,
Yes.
it sounds like they've been able to help you make these tough decisions, help put you forward for the right thing. So would you say it's important for a content creator to have a good manager and have a team behind them?
I think it's really important for a content creator to know exactly what direction they want in their career and where they want to go in life, because when you know what you want, it's less easy for anyone outside to sway you. And I think you will understand the difference between taking, like, okay, I hear this because this links to the vision. But if you don't have a clear vision, you're going to be swayed left, right and center, saying yes to things that you think you need, and then saying no to things that you need to, as the creator, because you know your audience, you yourself know what your comments say, your engagement, what people really relate to, and even like face to face, they'll tell you, I love when you do this, you inspire me for this. So you, as a content creator, podcaster, whatever, you need to know your vision clearly, and then you need to make sure your managers align with that, because there was stuff where I've been asked to do stuff, and in the moment I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good, I really want to do it, but my manager's like, Mariam, the way we've talked, the plan, I hear it, but I just don't think that this will align with what you want to do in like 5 years. Like, and sometimes I remember I was thinking, oh, I wish I'd done it, I wish I didn't. And then when I didn't do it, and then other stuff, I was like, I see why that didn't happen. So you have to know with yourself, but also know that make sure you know your manager knows that as well. Because sometimes you need that manager that'll be like, nah, you shouldn't do that, or you need to do that. So
the word that's come into I don't know, the Holy Spirit saying discernment.
Yes.
Discernment.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have discernment for yourself.
I love that we had that moment, because I felt it. I'm like, it's so true. Well, we've been on a journey with you, Mariam, and I feel like you've given us so many gems already, but we can use some of the examples you've already mentioned before, but we would love to know Mariam Musa's top 5 tips to make it in the mainstream.
Okay, so number 1, the first thing, just do it. The first thing is honestly just do it. I was literally listening to this, it's not even a sermon, but this help thing about the 5-second rule, right? Oh. And it's like anything you're about to do, if your instinct's telling you like, oh, I should probably do this, just count to 5 and just do it, because it's like you prevent, first of all, what's that word where you're procrastination, you prevent that, but it also opens you to be more like less fear and anxiety of doing things, because you're already like, let me just do it, you don't even have to think. So I'll say just do it something, because I think sometimes people think as well you need to have the best lighting equipment, the best this. True. Obviously, like, try, because obviously just naturally, but don't put yourself where you think, oh my god, I don't have the latest iPhone, I don't have the biggest ring light. It doesn't. The content will speak for itself. It will connect for itself. And then the second thing I would say is definitely networking. And I know sometimes with networking it can be a bit embarrassing, a bit beggy, but listen, you got to do what you got to do. You really got to do what you got to do, and you never know. And there's ways where networking can help you in so many places you wouldn't even realize. Imagine just being, imagine I didn't say hello to that girl, and now we've got a collab together. Because sometimes people forget that. I've had experiences where brands, for example, they'll be like, they need more women of color, people, and women of color. They need more girls like this, and it's like, oh, that's easy. I know this girl. I recommend. So that whole you just never know. That person that you met last week, you could have they could have recommended you for a brand trip, and that's you in the door with that brand trip. So network, be friendly. Do you know what I mean? I'll also say as well. Number 3. So I've said just do it. Network. Obviously, I've already said be kind. I feel like
good one.
It's really important to be nice in this game, because people remember nice people, and people speak. If I had a really good encounter with someone, I'm always like, oh my god, babe, I had Joan on the podcast. Oh, I met blah, blah, she's so nice. You should use her for your can be thing. Like, you naturally do that. So be kind. Number 4 would be, to make in this game, I would say you'd have to. What's a good tact? Ooh, when I say network as well, let me go back to network, because I actually want to drop some gems. You have to. Okay, right. Let me think. Okay, so what would this word be? So if you have a viral thing, do it again. Because it worked for a reason, do it again. And I was like this TikTok, I was on this ITV and TikTok panel thing, and they were talking about how to smash something. And I asked the question, I was like, okay, so my wig videos do really well.
Yeah,
they
of
do
course.
numbers, and obviously I enjoy doing them. But when I do my makeup chatty, that kind of stuff, it feels like there's not the same amount of stuff, same amount of views, same amount of reach. Yeah. And they were like to me, well, you have to make a question to yourself is, do you want your content to... like, do you want to grow through virality and like doing the same thing, or do you love the other content so much that it doesn't matter if you get views or it grows? So so you have to make a question that if something works and you know that works and you want to blow, because that's it for some people. They just need that. I will say, do that viral thing, keep going. Do what works. And don't be embarrassed by it. This is the one thing, content creating is so embarrassing until when you're successful. It is. I'll tell you it is. And it's a bit cringe, but don't let that stop you, because I promise you, it's only cringe until it's popular. Because I think like Nara Smith is a prime example. I remember when people didn't understand her content, they were even like saying, oh, you know, she's trying to make you modern, like housewifey and all things like that. Look at her now. Look at her now. Yeah. There's people making money off content of things that you would never think would make them money. So it's only cringe until you're successful. So block out the outside noise. I guess that's the next one. Like, be your delusional self. If you think you're that girl, show it on that app. And like, you got to keep pouring into when you pour. It's like, I see it visually like this, like you keep pouring into their cup until when it's so over full that they can't even get enough of you anymore. They can't even stop it. Absolutely. So, you know, like, post yourself enough where they're so sick of you that they can't help but love you. Yes. You know what I mean? That's the only way. Is that 5? Yes. Is that enough?
That is 5. Girl.
But yeah, I hope that helps.
That is so good, because I feel like people are scared to post. Yeah. That's the bit that really stood out to me. Like, just do it. Just do it. And don't be afraid. Like, just post it.
And I know sometimes it's like, honestly, I think it's so humbling, because I see it on TikTok all the time. Like, you know, when you spend hours on editing and you get like 2 views, but it's like, it's all right. Okay. Yeah. Don't you worry. Right. It will get better. And sometimes you just have to be that delusional self that you think, yeah, that's 2 people. Like, yeah, man, 2 people. What's that picture? You know, like, they like that. You know, you just got to see it like that. You know, that's how I feel. It'll come. And it sounds so cliche that it'll come. But I genuinely believe consistency, perseverance, being nice, like knowing your boundaries, knowing your direction, ignoring outside noise really helps mentally as well.
And this is why Mariam Musa is that girl.
Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely smashed it. I've loved seeing your journey to date, and I cannot wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Mainstream.
Thank you for having me. Guys, it's been amazing.
Yes, let them know where they can continue to support you, watch your brand new documentary, all that good stuff.
Guys, obviously you want to watch the documentary, I 100% recommend it. You guys can watch it on Channel 4 Untold on their YouTube channel, but you can also watch it on 4 On Demand, guys. So on your TV screens. If you guys want to watch me, follow me on TikTok. It's Mariam Musa, and then that's the same on Instagram. It's Mariam Musa, and yeah, Snapchat don't really do much on Snap now. I think I'm too much of a mum now to be on Snap, but it's Mariam Musa.
If you want to go there, she's there.
I'm there sometimes.
Yes. Well, thank you so much
thank you
for being on the Mainstream.
Thank you.